How many boats and kayaks have we built? Let me think about that. We started in the year 2020 and we've built 12. The type of boats that we have built have ranged from being a dinghy, which is about 8 feet long, to our biggest project, which was a sailboat about 16 feet long. Well, in the year 2000, a friend of mine, John Peters, who I build boats with, we were looking for something to do in a hobby, and we both grew up sailing on the water a lot. So we decided, let's try building a boat. The typical process of building our boats is about half these boats come from kits that we buy, and the other half have come from taking paper plans and taking those plans, and what you do is loft them. You draw them full scale, which we do here in the boathouse, and then we start building frames, and over the frames you start creating the hull. How long does it take to make one? Well, some of them we can do in about 6 months, the small dinghies or kayaks, but our biggest project, the catboat Duck, took 4 years. Well, my history in sailing is the fact that I was the fifth of 7 children, and we all sailed because my father was a great sailor, so I started sailing when I was 6 years old. People always ask us, what have we gotten out of this hobby? I think it's the joy of creating something. You start with a plain piece of paper, and you have to draw it up, as I said, loft it, it's called. Then you have to create frames. Then you have to buy the wood to bend around the frames. And it takes a lot of thought and a lot of work, and it's very satisfying at the end when you see the finished product. How do we learn how to build them? That's a great question. We learned from reading books, watching videos, sometimes YouTube. And then, in fact, John Peters and myself went to Mystic Seaport for a week of boat building lessons. Well, I'd like to add that thank you for coming to see me today, and welcome to Blind Brook Boatyard. Unfortunately, as you can see in the background, we have no boats in here since we just delivered our last boat, which was a kayak, to your cousins up in Newport. We hope to start another boat maybe in a few weeks, depending on what we decide to build. We may build 2 more dinghies, or we may build a bigger sailboat. Yet to be decided.